everyone, welcome to ACE Online. So in today's video, I'm back with another practice set and this is your practice set number 14. And in this video, we are going to discuss questions based on your reasoning section. So don't forget to share the link of the session in your respective groups to your friends so that more students can join the video and do more and more practice. So without wasting any more time, let's start with our questions. And this is a puzzle. So basically you are having a month based puzzle, and what you have to do, you have to read it out and try to figure out the arrangement, because on the basis of that particular arrangement you have to answer these three questions, right? So just simply read each and every single word carefully and try to figure out the arrangement or the proper order. Study the following information carefully and answer the given questions. Here we are having 8 persons: A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H, born in 8 different months of the same year. These months are January, March, May, June, July, August, November and December, right? And based on that, here we are having few more information. Two persons born between G and the one who born in August. Not more than one person born between G and E. 3 people born between E and H. A born just before H but does not born after July. More than 2 persons born between C and A. The one who born in August is not F and B. More than one person born between B and H. B born before F. So this is the data that you are having, and on the basis of that, what you need to do, you need to draw your arrangement. Okay, so let's try to make an arrangement based on this one. So I'm using this particular slide. So as I know, there are so many cases, so I'm just drawing it accordingly. So here we are having our first month, January. After that, we are having March. After that, we are having May, June, July. May, June, July. After that, we are having August, November, December. August, November and December, right? And here, as we are going to make different cases, that's why I'm making it like this only. So this is the space for our case 1, case 2, case 3, and maybe if we will have some more cases, right? Okay, next. So 2 persons born between G and the one who born in August, right? So here we are having August, so there are 2 persons, right? So 1, 2, maybe we are having G over here. We can't have G downwards because 1, 2. So there's no more space, right? Okay. Next. Not more than one person born between G and E. Okay. So here, not more than one. Not more than one person. Okay. So for that, E may be this one or E may be at this one. Right? Okay. Next. 3 people born between E and H. E and H, 3 people, 1, 2, 3. So H may be at this place. 1, 2, 3, H can't be at this place. 1, 2, 3, H can be at this place, right? Okay, next. A bond just before H, just before H. So here, this arrangement is eliminated because we are not having this space. So according to this, A should be placed at this one. Okay, the next. But does not bond after July. But does not bond after July. Yes, basically this is one correct because A bond before July. Next. More than 2% bond between C and A, more than 2. So we can't place C over here, more than 2, 1, 2. So C can be at this place or at this place, more than 2, no. So here the position of C should be this one. The position of C should be this one, okay. Next, the person who born in August is not F and B, F and B. So here we can't put F and we can't put B over here. So we are left with D only. So just simply put D over here, right? Now, B before bond, B bond before H. No, more than one person bond between B and H. B and H. Okay, more than one. So here we are having B and here we are having F. Because this is the only possible cases that we are having, and B bond before F, and with the help of this arrangement, we just simply satisfy this particular case. So what we have to first determine, we have to determine how many people bond between B and C. So here we are having B and here we are having C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So basically 5 persons bond between B and C. So the correct answer over here is option number E. The correct answer over here is option number E. Next. Which of the statement is false? A bond just after G. A bond just after G. Yes, basically this one is the correct one. 2 people bond between B and H. B and H. Yes, basically 2 people bond between B and H. F born in December. No, basically this is the false statement. F born in November. H born in July. Yes. None is false. Basically the statement number C, or we can say the option number C that we are having is the false one. Is it clear? Next. 4 of the 5 alike in a certain way and hence from a group. Which one doesn't belong the group? Okay, so here we are having some specific type of thing. So we can do one thing. Here we can just take the number of days as well. So in January we are having 31 days, 31 days, 31 days, right? January, February, March, April, May, June. In June we are having 30. In July we are having 31. In August we are having 31, 30 and 31, right? So we have to focus on this one only. So here we are having FDHC. FDHC. Okay, and the last one is B, where we are having B, this one. So basically we are having F on 30 days. So the odd one out over here is option number A, and in the rest one we are having like 31 days. We are having 31 days, or in this one we are having just 30 days. We are having just 30 days. Is it clear? So with the help of this, we can easily able to determine the answers. Clear? Next one. So in the next type of variety or in the next type of question, what we have to do, here we are having the directions. The following question is followed by 2 statements numbered 1 and 2. You have to decide if these statements are sufficient to answer the asked question and mark the correct option. So basically, these questions are based on the concept of data sufficiency, right? So let's start with the question. So this is your first question. Here we are having question, and on the for this particular question, we are having these 2 statements, and we have to check these options for these particular statements. So just read the question first and after that try to answer. Here we are having 8 persons, A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H are having different ages. All of them are having different ages. Who among the following is the eldest? What we have to do? We have to determine the eldest one. So basically we are having like 8 persons. So we have to arrange it like this. 4, 5, 6, 7 and the 8th one, right? Okay. So according to statement number 1, because we have to check these statements in row, right? So F is elder than A but younger than B and D. Okay, so we just write it over here because there's no relation given in between B and D. Neither B nor D is the eldest one. Okay, G is elder to C. From this data, can we able to determine the eldest person? No. So if it is not, so we can just simply eliminate option number A, right? Similarly, we can eliminate option number C as well because we are not able to answer with statement number 1. Now, statement number 2. C is only elder to E. C is only elder to C. That means E is the youngest and C is the second youngest. B is elder to F and H is elder to A and A is elder to G. These are the clues. Now, can we able to determine the eldest person with these clues? No, again we can't able to determine it. So with the help of this also we can't able to determine this. So option number B is also eliminated. But if I'll merge both of these statements, do I able to determine the answer? So just simply check. Okay. So here the question says that C is only elder to E. So here the position of E is fixed and the C is also fixed, right? Now, the question says that G is elder to C. Okay, so we can put G over here because G is smaller than A and F is greater, even B and D and F is greater than A. Okay. Now, the relationship with this one, here we can't put B and D, right? So, B and D can be at this places only because we have to put F and A. So, here we are having A, here we are having F, here we are having B or D, it is not fixed. So, now we are left with just one person and with one position. So, here we are having H. So we can say that H is the eldest one, but we can only able to say that after merging both these statements. So we can say that both statement 1 and 2 together is sufficient. We require both of the statements so that we can easily able to determine the answers. Is it clear? So the correct answer over here is option number E. Clear? Next. Here, what we have to determine? We have to determine who among P, Q, A, B is the heaviest. What we have to do? We have to determine the heaviest person. Okay, let's start. The first statement say that Q is heavier than B. Okay. So with the help of this, can we able to determine the heaviest person? No. Second, P is not as heavy as either A or Q. Okay. But can we able to determine the answer with this one also? No. Okay. But if I'll combine all of these, here we are not having any relation in between A and Q. All we can say is like we are having this type of relation. But again we are having we are not having any relation in between B and P as well, but it doesn't matter. All we need is we need a relation over here and that is not given. So we can say that option number D is the correct one. Neither statement 1 nor statement second is sufficient to give the answer. Neither statement 1 nor statement second is sufficient to give the answer. Is it clear? Okay. Next one. Here we are having some arrangement type of question, and what we have to do, we have to determine if 6 persons U, V, W, X, Y and Z are sitting in a row facing north, who sits to the immediate right of X? What we have to do, we have to determine who sits immediate right of X with the help of these two statements. With the help of these two statements, what we have to do, we have to determine the correct answer. Let's start. Here we are having 6 persons, so I want my arrangement something like this. Here the first person, second person, third person, fourth person, fifth person, and let's suppose here we are having the 6th person, right? Okay. From the statement number 1, 2 persons sit between V and Z. Here the position is not fixed, so we are going to draw it like this. Y sits immediate right of Z. Okay, so here we are having Y. Sorry, here we are having what? Here we are having Y. Okay, now we do not sit at any of the end. Okay, X sits adjacent to Z but not in the end. So we are going to make it like over here. If here we are just put V over here. We just put V over here. Then 2 persons. So we can't go in this side, 2 persons. So here we are having Z and here we are having Y, right? Now, X sits adjacent to Z but not in the end. So here we are having position of X. And what we have to determine? We have to determine who sits immediate right of X, that is nothing but Z. So can we able to determine the answer from the first statement? Yes, we can easily able to answer that. So option number D is eliminated, as well as option number B is also eliminated, right? Now the second statement. U sits second to the left of Z, second left. Okay, only 2 persons sit to the left of U. Okay. So with the help of this, can we able to determine that who is to the right of X? No, basically we can't. So we can say that only statement 1 is sufficient to answer the question. Only statement 1 is sufficient to answer the question. Rest options are eliminated, because with the help of this, we can easily able to answer this particular question. Is it clear? Okay. Now the next category. Here, what we are having few information and we have to answer the questions according to the data that we are getting from this particular passage, right? Here we are having these 3 questions. Okay, these 2. We are only having 2 questions based on this one. So first you have to draw your family chart, and on the basis of that, what you have to do, you have to determine the correct answers. Is it clear? So here the question says that a 3-generation family consists of 9 members: E, A, C, M, N, B, H, R and K. N is the mother of E, R is the child of C, H is the daughter-in-law of A, B is the sister-in-law of H, M is the father-in-law of A, E is the father-in-law of B, H is not the child of E, A has only 1 daughter. So basically this is the complete data that we are having, and on the basis of this, what I have to do, we have to draw the family chart first, and after that we have to answer the respective questions. We are having a 3-generation family. Please take care of this point. Okay. So let's start drawing it. So here the question says that N is the mother of E. So here N is the mother. So for the female, we are going to use this one. N is the mother. So we are also maintaining the generation gap, right? Okay. R is a child of C. Okay. R is a child of C. Here the gender is not given. So we are not also going to determine it. H is the daughter-in-law of A. Okay. So basically here H is the daughter-in-law of A. So here this is A. Daughter-in-law, that means he is having some son, and H is married to this son, right? Okay. B is a sister-in-law of H. If B is a sister-in-law, that means here there's a sibling B, right? Okay. First we are making small clues. After that we will just simply merge it. M is the father-in-law of A. Okay. Father-in-law, that means A is married to someone, right? And M is present over here, right? And M is the male. And M is the male. So I'm just going to draw it over here. M is a male, and here this married to someone, and this is married to A. Okay. A has only one daughter. Okay. We just skipped one line, right? Okay, yeah. E is the father-in-law of B. E is the father-in-law. Okay, that means she also married to someone, and here we are having like E is the father-in-law. That means we are having someone over here, some boy over here who married to B, right? Okay. So with this one, what we have to do, we have to determine the family chart. And the one more clue is H is not the child of E. Okay. H is not the child of E. Okay, let's start with the N only because we aren't having no other option. So let's start with the N, right? N is the female. So this is the first generation, right? After that, we are having E, and he is the male. And we are having one more person. Right now, we don't know the person over here. And this married to B, right? B is having one brother, and the wife of that particular brother is H, right? Okay. Now the mother of this one, no, the mother or father, we don't know it yet. So here we are having A, right? Here what we are having A. Okay. Now A is also married to someone, and here we are having like father-in-law M. Now who is remaining? We covered E, we covered A, we covered C. Here we have to put this one. Here we have to put this clue. Here we covered N, M. We covered B, we covered H. Now the R and K is also remaining. R and K is also remaining. Okay. C is a child of R. 3 generations. 1, 2, 3. 3 generations are done. So we are not going to make anything over here, right? Okay. H is not. Okay. So here we need a person, and here we are having this type of relation. The only possible case that we are having is this one, right? We are having this one. Okay. Now we don't know the gender yet, right? Now we are left with just one, that is K. So we are having K over here. So this is the only possible diagram that we can make from this clues. Let's see what type of quotients we are having and how we are going to determine it, right? Okay, next. What is the relation of C with respect to H? Here we are having C and here we are having H. So basically C is either father-in-law or either mother-in-law. We can't determine it. So none of these. Basically none of these can't be our answer. The option should be like either can't be determined or something. Or we just skipped something. Let's cross check it again. N is mother of E. Yes. R is a child of C. Okay. H is the daughter-in-law of A. Okay. B is sister-in-law of H. Okay. M is the father-in-law of A. Yes. Father-in-law. Okay. E is the father-in-law of B. Okay. H is not the child of E. Yes. A has only one daughter. Okay. We can't determine the gender of A and C. We can't determine the gender of A and C, so we can't say it. With this option only, we can only answer it like option number E, either father-in-law or either mother-in-law, right? Next. If A is the daughter-in-law of P, where's P? Okay. So here we want to create P. And A is what? A is daughter-in-law. Okay. If A is daughter-in-law, that this is the son. Okay. What is the relation of P with B? B. This and this like granddaughter, grandson. What is the relation of P with B? Okay, so basically that is paternal. A is if A is daughter-in-law of P, okay, then what is the relation of P with B? P with B. So basically this is nothing but this is maternal grandparent. Again we can't define it, but here as we are having like mother, so we will go with option number B only, but the gender is not defined. Gender is not defined. So whenever like gender is not defined, in that case we are not going to determine it. In this case also we will go with like none of these. Because why I'm just considering, let's suppose we are not having the option number E, at that time we will go with option number B only, because it is like, sorry, with option number A, maternal. Sorry, it's maternal. No, we are correct, paternal. So it's very confusing because the gender is not given. So the correct answer is like paternal, grandmother. But here, as the gender is not defined, so we are not going to determine it correctly. So if you are not having this type of option, after that only you will go with option number B. Else you have to answer the option number E, because the gender of P as well is not defined. The gender of P is also not defined. Here we are having gender of A, but if we want to determine the gender of like relation of P with respect to any other person, we should know the gender of P. So in this case, whenever we are having no gender, or if gender is not defined, then in that particular case we only have to go with option number, like option as like can't be determined or data inadequate, because from ourselves we can't determine the gender, and with the names as well we are not able to determine the correct gender. Okay. So with this question, let's end this video here only. We'll do some more practice, but in the next video. Till then, keep smiling, stay safe, bye-bye. Thank you so much for watching this video, and please do more and more practice.